Hello everyone, and welcome. Hey! What do you think you're doing, man?
Many hours later.
Hey everyone, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Chris, and in today's video, I'm going to show all of you some of the things that I use as a warm-up routine and the process that I use when learning a new song from start till final performance. Come on, let's go.
Oh, finally. Ugh.
First thing to do is grab a snare drum stand. Get it all opened up, and then place it in front of you. Then make sure all your wing nuts are nice and tight so nothing falls apart. Then grab a snare drum and place it in the basket. This part isn't necessary, but it's a preference that I like. Then you can grab your pad and place it on top. And of course, don't forget your sticks. Once you have your pad assembled, start with going over basic rudiments to get your arms warmed up. I like to start with a single stroke, a double stroke, followed by a paradiddle, and then reversing the pattern. Make sure to slowly increase the BPM as you go along, keeping yourself comfortable, relaxed, and smooth. You could also do any other rudiment you like. I call this one the rhythmic grid. I start with a 5-stroke, into a variation of a 6-stroke, and then a 10-stroke, while reversing the pattern, doing it over and over. And don't forget your metronome. You do use one, right?
Yeah.
I always use one, and I suggest that you do too. Another great tool to have is drum books. I suggest using a book called Stick Control or even Syncopation, which is full of snare drum exercises and syncopated rhythm patterns to play on the snare as well as in grooves, which you can eventually learn to read and play these patterns with all of your limbs. Here's an example of a snare drum solo I did for a second-year drum jury called the Tiger. This could also be used as good practice and warm-up. Regardless of the sticking patterns and rudiments that you choose to play, using a practice pad and a warm-up routine is extremely beneficial. Whether it be for a practice session or a live performance, you'll always be set up for successful playing. Because you'll go from this, okay, you ready? To this. All of these things are crucial to stay on top of. It will heavily increase your ability to play rudiments, improve stick technique, and sight reading. Alright, so now that we're all warmed up, let's break down the process I use when learning a new song. The first thing to do is research the song you want to learn. In this case, I'm using YouTube. Once you found the song, listen to the original version from the record and generate observations. Then I suggest to look up live versions and watch them, as well as researching any other artist performance of the song while gathering ideas. Ask yourself, what are the musicians doing and how are they performing it? Then lift ideas and techniques that are used. The most important task to do is listen, 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 non-stop, on repeat, wherever, whenever. It'll never be enough.
Would you look at this?
Piecing the song together.
Depending on if you're learning the exact piece of the song or arranging a new version, you must always be aware of the entire structure of the song, memorizing melodies, tempo, form, progressions, and changes. While listening to the song, start by analyzing the sections. Is there an intro and how long is it? What is happening in the intro? How long are the verses and how many? How many bars is the chorus and how many are there? The duration of the bridge? Is there a solo? How many solos is there? Specific dynamics, shots, the style of the song, as well as the ending. Once you've got the song all mapped out, you are now ready to begin to play and learn it. What I like to do once everything is written out is breaking the song down into time frames or sections. Take the first minute, or let's say the intro, first verse, and chorus, and start to play it over and over until comfortable. Then I'll do the exact same thing for the next minute or section and so on until the entire song is figured out, playable from start to finish, and on its way to being performable. Make sure to thoroughly listen to the music and what's going on with the entire band. Hit the shots if they're required, and use fills as needed within reason. Because, as fun and as flashy as it is to always throw in a heavy Bonham triplet, you might only need a subtle Motown, Pat Boone, Debbie Boone fill. After you've listened, watched, practiced, and played the song enough, you should be well on your way to having it figured out and pretty much performable. Once you feel confident and comfortable enough with the work you put in, you are now ready to hit the stage. And this will be the result. There's many ways to learn new songs, and there really isn't a right or wrong way, but this is just how I choose to do it, and it seems to work for me. Remember, to always be successful, prioritize the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful, and that you're now inspired to start taking down tunes. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching.